I did not call them. They came on their own.
This will not guarantee your husband's release. Rather, it might complicate matters for him.
I have absolutely nothing to do with this.
I don't care whether you had anything to do with it or not. I just want those people out of this place.
What if someone you love was locked up there for an offense he did not commit?
I would allow the Lord take his full toll.
And what if the law is not on your side?
All right, madam. This is what I will.
For television news, I am Nena Igwe making headlines. Ebonyi State government expresses readiness to partner Norwegian government in advancing development. President Tinubu signs Southwest South-South Commission bills into law. And on the foreign scene, Atlantic Magazines publishes U.S. attack plan mistakenly shared in chat group. Now the details of the news. Ebonyi State government has expressed its readiness to partner Norwegian government to improve healthcare and infrastructural development in the state, with appeal to Ananda Magar Universal Relief Team AMUT to upgrade facilities in their primary healthcare centers in the state to improve maternal and child health. Governor Wifru made the appeal when he received in audience the Norwegian ambassador to Nigeria, Sven Berry, in his office, Government House, Ochudo Centenary City, Abakaliki. Government House correspondent Osondu Nguta completes the story.
Governor Wifru, who sought the partnership of the Norwegian government in the provision of basic and life-sustaining facilities across healthcare services, energy, infrastructure, water, and sanitation sectors, said it is in line with his administration's drive for human capital development and to improve the health status of the citizens, especially women and children. He acknowledged the useful contributions of Norwegian government in the country, especially establishment of schools through NOCA for Nigerians, and further appealed them to provide solar lights, equip hospitals and primary health care centers, especially in rural areas, assuring that the state government would always give them the needed cooperation to achieve their purpose in the country.
I am particularly excited because of very enormous contributions that the Norwegian government had made for the development of this state in so many sectors, health and education. When we were small, we started hearing about NOCAP. You build a school and they equip it with very sophisticated equipment to make it function, and we're very grateful. You establish agricultural factory or industry in Ikwo. That has helped a lot. In fact, it's one of the first industry that came to the eastern Nigeria, and it works a lot, and a lot of people benefited from that. And we are willing to cooperate with you, and we are very much available, as we are very grateful with the kind of the projects and programs that you have been able to put in place in this place. And we want to assure you of any support that you need.
The Norwegian ambassador to Nigeria, Mr. Sylvian Bera, commended Governor Wifru for prioritizing healthcare, education, and expressed satisfaction with the level of accomplishment of the governor within his short stay in office, assuring that he would be inspecting the Norwegian College of Agricultural project established in the state over 62 years ago.
And I'm so happy to be here because there has been some special bonds between my country and Ebonyi State. All the time since 1962, so that is more than 60 years ago, and it started by a Norwegian project to assist in Ebonyi in improving its agriculture. So that's when it started, and it lasted for a few years. And today I know that this facility is now a college in Ebonyi. And I think we are going to visit that college now, this afternoon. So I look forward to see that. In addition, I have visited 2 health facilities out in the countryside in Ebonyi, giving help to, especially to women bearing children, and to help those children survive.
The governor was joined in receiving the guests by principal officers of government. Osondo Nguta, Salt TV News.
The state governor, Chief Francis Nwifuru, has inspected various ongoing key projects initiated by his administration, emphasizing his commitment to fulfilling the needs of the people of the state, as outlined in the People's Charter of Needs Policy. Government House correspondent Osondo Nguta again was part of the inspection tour and now reports.
Among the project sites visited were the Waterworks Low-Lift Water Scheme behind CAS campus of Ebonyi State University, Vanco Junction Flyover and Tunnel, and Olympic Stadium project site initiated by past administration. Governor Nwifuru emphasized that the Vanco Junction Flyover and Tunnel is a signature project of his administration aimed at improving transportation infrastructure in the state, promising that upon completion, it would not only facilitate smoother traffic flow, but also attract tourists to the state. He noted that the project is currently on track as it reflects his administration's commitment to delivering essential infrastructure that meets the needs of residents and visitors alike.
I am particularly excited because my dream is almost coming to fulfillment, and it's giving me a lot of joy, and very happy with the professionals that are handling this job with the contractor. We have a lot of projects cut across almost all the communities in this great state. As far as I'm concerned, done noble in terms of a project execution. So the projects that are bid for commissioning in this May are then 99.9% completed.
The governor emphasized that the reactivation of low-lift water scheme behind CAS campus and that of Eziola Water Reservoir is part of his administration's commitment to ensuring sustainable water supply across all parts of the state, as outlined in his People's Charter of Needs Policy, saying that access to clean water is fundamental to health and development.
That will soon be a thing of the past. You can attest to that work is almost at the completion stage. Water is life, and everybody needs it. And I'm very excited that people are seeing our efforts. We started pumping water for the first time for over 1 year now. We started pumping water from Ezilo. If you look at our budget very critically, you find out that in water sector we have a lot of things there. And I assure great Ebonyans that by the end of this year, challenge of water will seriously be a thing of the past.
The Norwegian ambassador to Nigeria, Ambassador Sivian Bera, who was on diplomatic visit to the state, commended the developmental strides of Governor Nwifuru, particularly in the areas of infrastructure, healthcare services, and education. Noted that his effort not only served the immediate needs of Ebonyi people, but also lay a strong foundation for future growth.
And thanks again for inviting me, and I've been looking forward to it. It's my first time, and I've never been so far south in Nigeria before. So I'm really happy to be here, and it's impressive what you are building. And I've heard many good things about how you have improved also the health sector. You have accomplished in health and also education.
Ambassador's remark came after the member representing Ezza South Ikwo Federal Constituency, Comrade Chinedu Oga, led him on a tour of various ongoing projects in the state, showcasing the governor's focus on modernizing all aspects of the state economy. Osondo Nguta, Salt TV News.
The Ebonyi State Commissioner for Information and State Orientation, Mr. Jude Okwo, has appealed to Ebonyans to exercise patience concerning the blockage of Ogoja and Afikpo Road access in Abakaliki due to ongoing construction of flyover at the Vanco Junction. The Commissioner made the appeal when he featured in EBBC television program Sunrise in Abakaliki. The report.
Commissioner Paul, who emphasized on the technicality and complexity of the project, noted that Ebonyi people were suffering due to the delay in the execution of the project and maintained that government is making sure that standard is not compromised. He stated that when the project is completed, the issue of traffic congestion would be a thing of the past.
You know, a flyover that has tunnels is a very complex engineering design, and all Ebonians are going to be proud because it's the first of its kind in this country. When that project is delivered, our people will beat their chest that yes, the Ebonyi of our dream is here with us.
Mr. Okpo thanked security agencies and Ebonyi people for being security conscious, saying that some of the roads were blocked due to security reasons, urging Ebonyi people to support the security agencies by taking alternative routes.
That Ebonyi is enjoying the peaceful environment we're enjoying today. It is not rocket science. It is an architecture that has been put in place. A lot is happening in the security atmosphere, particularly in the southeast here. But in the midst of that, Ebonyi took a very, very different position in terms of security challenges. Our state, emerged one of the safest states in the southeast, the least affected by the activities of non-state actors.
Ifes Nachimwamini, Sol TV News.
That it remains the fastest contemporary method of cooking. The media feelings known when EBBC crews sampled their opinions on the best cooking method among firewood, kerosene and cooking gas. The report.
Previously, firewood and kerosene were used to prepare dishes by people across the states of the country before the introduction of gas. The introduction of cooking gas has lessened the stress experienced by using firewood and kerosene to cook. A cooking gas user, Mrs. Anna Omini, said using kerosene or firewood to cook was very difficult and stressful, owing to the fact that the food wastes a lot of time before it will be ready.
Before I was using a stove, kerosene, but since I started using gas, I preferred it. I like it. It's faster and doesn't stay hot. Like I choose gas.
Another gas user, Mr. Ezekiel Igwe, said, notwithstanding the fact that cooking gas remains the best and fastest in terms of cooking,
we have few advantages in cooking gas because when you're using gas, one, your utensils are clean and it cooks faster. It produces less sweet, all these black smoke gas. Those are the distance. And as it is now, kerosene seems to be costlier, even than gas. So I think gas is still better. That's why we are going for gas.
It should be properly handled of the danger associated with it.
Gas is very dangerous. You can use it very, very careful because it is not allowed by children to be handled, so by adults. So that is the reason it's very, very dangerous.
For Mr. Simon Wibo, there is no comparison between cooking gas, kerosene, and firewood. As cooking gas is the fastest means of getting food ready, Mr. Wibo expressed joy that price of cooking gas is gradually reducing at gas stations. For Salt TV News, I am Chidebere Morie.
A break will be observed at this point. We'll be back shortly. Please stay with us. Many thanks for staying tuned. The Senate on Wednesday passed a bill mandating the compulsory registration of citizens, aiming to overhaul Nigeria's identity management system through the repeal and reenactment of the National Identity Management Commission (NIMC) Act. The passage followed the submission and consideration of a report by the Committee on National Identity Card and Population chaired by Senator Victor Ume, representing Anambra Central. The report.
Ume explained that the legislation seeks to establish a harmonized, cost-effective identity system that aligns with global best practices, enhances data accuracy, promotes inclusion, and closes existing gaps in Nigerians' identity database. Once signed into law, the bill also provides for the creation of a centralized database and a commission responsible for registering citizens and issuing identity cards. It now awaits consideration by the House of Representatives before being forwarded to the President for assent.
And President Bola Tinubu has assented to the Southwest South Development Commission's bills and the Nigeria Anti-Doping Bill 2025. Special advisor to the President on Senate matters, Bashir Lado, made this known in a statement, noting that the legislations reflect Tinubu's commitment to inclusive governance, equitable progress, and Nigeria's emergence as a global powerhouse. Let's see the detail.
The special advisor said by signing into law the establishment of the Southwest and Southwest Development Commissions, President Tinubu has reaffirmed his role as a transformational leader who prioritizes regional empowerment, economic expansion, and infrastructural excellence. He added that building on the foundations of his earlier ascent to the Southeast and Southwest Development Commissions, it is evident that President Tinubu is deliberate in bringing development across all regions. Lado said the commissions will serve as a catalyst for industrial growth, job creation, and social advancement, ensuring that every corner of Nigeria benefits from his administration's progressive vision. And Nigeria's Anti-Doping Bill 2025 solidified Nigeria's commitment of fairness, excellence, and integrity in global sports.
The Atlantic magazine on Wednesday published what is said was the entire text of a chat group mistakenly shared with a journalist by a top U.S. national security official laying out plans of an imminent attack on Yemen. The stunning details, including the times of strikes and types of planes being used, were all laid out in screenshots of the chat, which the officials had conducted on the commercial signal messaging app rather than a secure government platform. The report.
The magazine, which initially only published the broad outlines of the chart, said it was now publishing the details after Trump administration confirmed it was genuine and repeatedly denied that any classified information had been included. The scandal has rocked President Donald Trump's administration, which for now is reacting defiantly, attacking the Atlantic and denying any wrongdoing. National Security Council spokesman Brian House has said the chain cited by the Atlantic appeared to be authentic. However, Vice President J.D. Vance, who was on the signal chat, said the Atlantic had oversold the story, while White House Press Secretary Caroline Leavitt said the entire story was another hoax. National Security Advisor Mike Waltz likewise insisted on X that the signal chain revealed no locations and no war plans.
Russia has said some Western sanctions must be lifted before it begins a maritime ceasefire with Ukraine. Within hours of the U.S. announcing the two sides had agreed to halt strikes in the Black Sea in separate deals, the Kremlin said it would only take place once sanctions on a number of Russian banks were lifted. The report.
The demands include revoking sanctions on the State Agricultural Bank, Bank, and restoring the firm's access to the SWIFT international payment system. Overnight, Moscow launched a drone attack on the port city of Mykolaiv. A Ukrainian official said, with President Volodymyr Zelensky saying the strikes were a clear signal Russia did not want peace. After Russia's full-scale invasion of Ukraine, the European Union and its allies suspended access to SWIFT for a number of Russian financial institutions. The aim was for Russian companies to lose access to the normal, smooth, and instant transactions provided by SWIFT disrupting payments for its valuable energy and agricultural products. Reversing that decision would need EU approval, a step that will appear uncertain in light of recent European statements of support for Kiev. The demands include
the news. Before we go, a quick look at the major stories. Ebonyi state government has expressed its readiness to partner Norwegian government to improve healthcare and infrastructural development in the state, with appeal to Ananda Magar Universal Relief Team AMUT to upgrade facilities in their primary healthcare centers in the state to improve maternal and child health. President Bola Tinubu has assented to the Southwest South Development Commission's bills and the Nigeria Anti-Doping Bill 2025. And we also brought you reports that the Atlanta magazine on Wednesday published what is said was the entire text of a chat group mistakenly shared with a journalist by a top U.S. national security official, laying out plans for an imminent attack on Yemen. Thanks for being part of the news this morning. My name is Nena Igwe. Have a great day ahead.